Welcome to my little country kitchen. My name is Marianne. We're going to be making some pasta salad. In this mayo jar, there was probably half a cup of mayo left, and I added a tablespoon of milk and a tablespoon of vinegar, and I shook it up just to get all the mayo out. And that's the beginning base of my pasta salad dressing. And now we'll continue to do the noodles. Okay, I'm going to be making a pasta salad, and be sure to salt your water so the noodles have flavor. It's the most important thing in any kind of pasta salad. And in my Instapot, I put in 4 decent sized pieces of chicken. They were kind of frozen still, and all I did was season them with garlic salt, and then pushed the on high for 20 minutes, and they were done. So I'm just letting that cool off. Just dump the noodles in. I only cook noodles, especially this small, for about 7 minutes, and then I check them because I like them perfectly al dente, especially for pasta salad. Noodles are done after 9 minutes. And it doesn't matter whether you rinse them off or not. So you can, if you need to cool them off faster. But also, what I do is I'm going to spray them with some avocado oil. That way they don't stick together. And if you want to cool them off faster, you can stick them in the fridge as well, if it's the same day. But I'm just going to go ahead and let them cool off naturally. Perfect. Forgot how yummy pasta is. So now that the chicken is cooled down, I'm going to shred it and cut it up into bite-sized chunks. At the very end, I'll be sure to add an image so you can take a screenshot of the recipe. Going to set that aside, and now we're going to finish the dressing by adding 2 teaspoons of celery salt, if you don't have the other ingredients, this one is by far the most important. It gives it the most distinct, awesome flavor. No one will guess what it is. It's so yummy. It's like fresh summer, especially included with the dill. Add about a teaspoon of black pepper. I ended up adding more a little bit later. And add lots of dill, about a tablespoon. It's so yummy. If you have fresh, I would say add a whole sprig. So how this recipe came about is we've been married for 17 years, and for our first year anniversary we went down to Vegas before the baby came. He came a week later. But anyway, so we went down to Vegas and we went to this buffet who made this delicious pasta salad with all this fruit in it, and we decided, well, let's go home and recreate that. And so that's why we named it the Vegas pasta salad. And it definitely is a favorite. You try it. You will love it. My neighbors love it too. Normally I would add more mayo, but I'm going to use this plain yogurt, Greek yogurt that I have, to use that up. So I'm going to add half a more cup of that. And honestly, you can't even tell the difference. I can't tell the difference between when I use it with all mayo or I did this half mayo, half Greek yogurt. So you could probably completely omit the mayo and use all Greek yogurt if you wanted to make it even healthier. After I tasted it, I wanted to add even more dill and more black pepper because it needed more flavoring. Now we're adding in the completely cooled off pasta to the dressing. So mix it all together so you can get all coated. And I did reserve a half a cup of the dressing to the side for finishing it off at the very end, so be sure to remember to do that. Normally I would use pineapple tidbits, but I had these rings already that my husband opened, so I just decided to use them. And then any 2 apples of your choice. These are what I had in my drawer, so it was a Pink Lady and a Granny Smith. Granny Smith is good because it's tart. Pink Lady is good because it's sweet. And the colors are great too. Ended up having these really yummy sweet black grapes. They were super crunchy and very sweet and tart. And I decided to chop them in this little chopper thing, which I regret because cleaning that with the peel of the grape skins was kind of a pain, so don't do that. And then I just cut the mandarin oranges in half. Added the chicken, and now I'm going to mix it all together. I did open one more can of mandarin oranges and sliced them in half a bit, and now I'm just going to add a few more on top so people know that what is inside the pasta, so you can see it on top. And I'm adding more grapes on top as well. And these actually look like olives, which technically there is olives in this, but I wanted these to look like grapes, so afterwards I decided to slice them in half so you could see that there were olives. Or excuse me, you could see that they were grapes. They're just really dark black grapes. And remember that dressing that I reserved from before? Now I'm going to dump this all over the top, and it makes a nice pretty presentation for when it's time for serving. And I do recommend doing this the day of. I did this the day before and it was a little dry, so definitely save it until the day you're serving it, because I made this the day before. I had to mute most of this section because my husband was on a John Wayne kick, so he was watching a movie and we were both listening to it, so I didn't want to interrupt him. Who else is a John Wayne fan? Write in the comments below. Here's a recipe. I will post it, add a picture. I'll edit it in here. This is so yummy. It's a crowd pleaser. It's one of my family favorites. I haven't made it in like probably 3 or 4 years. Enjoy!